this is Ryan Nickel. This is another day in the life of a Bootstrap real estate investor. This is coming at you with episode number 41. So, sitting chilling at my aunt's place in Sacramento. Came down to get there's a mechanic I've been using for years, and I decided to go ahead and use him for my radiator. In fact, what was happening on Saturday, I was driving up to go look at a property up in Chico, which is about an hour north of where I live, and all of a sudden my radiator just decided that it just wanted to not work anymore and overheat in my car. So I was like, oh man, that's not going to work. So I got it figured out, came on down to Sacramento here. Was thinking that this was going to be a little quick, fix. They just, slap a new radiator in there, put a new hose in there, but oh, no, not my Navigator. I have a 99 Lincoln Navigator, and apparently they don't make the hoses anymore, so I gotta go after some aftermarket stuff. So anyway, I'm down here just chilling. What's up, Bobby? And I tell you what, I've been here and I was kind of depressed. I'm like, I'm not gonna get that much work done here. I'm waiting around the mechanic's office for them to fix my car. So I decided to take a walk on the river, and I'm walking down on the river here, the American River in Sacramento, and I get a phone call, and just out of the blue, this guy's like, hey man, I know that you do stuff with real estate, and you're kind of creative and stuff like that. What do you think we can do? I'm like, well, I don't know. What can we do? And decided that, what's up, man? So we chatted a little bit, found out what his problem was, and bam, got that one tied up over the phone. I'm thinking to myself, this is pretty sweet. You know what? That whole virtual, this guy lived in Georgia, by the way. So the whole virtual real estate investing thing is starting to happen here for me. I'm like, this is awesome. So I go to lunch with my wife because she's down here as well, and I get another phone call from a guy up in Chico. It's like, hey, you know what, Ryan? I know you do creative financing. I've never done it before. I just want to learn how to do it. Here's the house that I have. Here's the situation. Do you think you can help these people? I'm going to go see them tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Would love for you to come and join me. This is completely your deal. I don't want anything out of it. Just teach me how to do it. And I'm like, are you kidding me, man? No, I'll pay you a little bit, man, but I'll teach you how to do this stuff too. And so, and based on the numbers, if everything he told me was right and accurate, this is a really good video. Hey, I appreciate that, Bobby. Thank you, man. Let me know what you want to see in the future and I'll hook you up. And so I'm thinking, okay, this is 2 deals today. And then I go to the post office because we're mom and pop, my wife and I. We mail our own checks, we do our own stuff, and so we pay on the 10th, we pay all our mortgages. And so I knew I was going to come on down here to Sacramento, so I brought all of our mortgages, and I'm in the post office, and my phone rings again, and I'm like, what the heck is this? So sure enough, it's a lady up in Yuba City where I live, and she's crying, and I'm like, okay, all right, how can we solve this problem for you? And she's like, look, I'm done with this house. I don't want it anymore. I can't sleep at night. I have health problems, and my heart's going out for her. I'm feeling really bad. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm in Sacramento today. I can't do anything for you. I apologize, but tomorrow morning, first thing, I'll be there. And she's like, if you did that, I would just, you'd be a godsend to me. And I'm thinking here, I'm like, man, even when I'm not working, I'm working. And it was all about solving problems. So the first guy, he hasn't been working, and he's been living off his rent and not paying the mortgage on that. So so his renter has been funding his lifestyle. So he's going into foreclosure on that one. So we're definitely gonna solve that problem for the guy. The second one, same thing. These are all pre-foreclosures, man. This market right now is crazy with pre-foreclosures. People are just getting blindsided. These are just, if you're not going after pre-foreclosures, man, you're missing a huge opportunity. The last 4 deals that I've done have all been pre-foreclosures. That is where the market's at right now. And pre-foreclosures, non-owner occupied, are going to be your ideal. Those are because they're vacant. There's a last lady that called me that was crying. She moved out. She immediately, when she missed her first payment, she moved in with her brother, and she thought, I can't do this anymore. They're going to come throw me in the slammer. And so she freaked out and moved out. Everything's clean, swept and everything. And the house is just there, and she's like, I can't afford the payments anymore, and I haven't made the payments for 2 months. She hasn't been served an NOD yet. She's like, look, I just don't want it to go that far. Will you just come take over the payments for me? I'm like, well, how far behind are you? She's like, I'm 2, possibly 3 months. How much are the payments? $600. $600? What's the rent in that market? Well, what could I rent it for? Easy, $1,000. Okay, all right. How about, why don't you rent it? I don't want it. I'm like, okay. So I put the problem back on them, and I realized that they don't want the problem. They're like, look, the problem is the house. I don't want the house. Just take the house from me. And I'm like, man, that's all right. I can solve that problem for you. That's not going to be a problem. So anyway, just solving problems is how you get this stuff done in real estate, man. That's what I got to tell you. And I got to show you my shirt here. This is Manny Pacquiao. Some old lady's like, oh, I love your Burt Reynolds t-shirt. I'm like, Burt Reynolds? Oh, yeah, look at that mustache. That's a total Burt Reynolds mustache. And I was losing it when she was telling me that. I'm like, definitely, you know, Smokey and the Bandit generation there going on. So anyway, all I want to say is just go out there and solve some problems for these people. When you solve their problems, they're going to be able to hook you up fat, you know, with these opportunities, and they're out there. They are abounding. If you want me, you know, hook me up, let me know what I can do to share with you what I'm doing to find these deals. A lot of them just coming to me now because of the stuff I've been putting out there. But if you only had one strategy to go after, I'd say go after pre-foreclosures. It's very competitive, but if you have a trusting personality, you know what you're doing, you can definitely make a lot of money, because there are some investors that, case in point, this lady that moved out. So 5 months ago, she knew that she was going to have troubles. And so she contacted the We Buy Houses kind of guy. And she didn't tell me who he was, but I have an idea who he is. So she said, yeah, you know what, I've been 5 months with this guy, and he's like been stringing me along. And at first we started at this price, and now he's brought me all the way down to exactly what I owe, and I just can't do that. At this point, I'm just done with it. And I'm like, well, you know, 5 months, what's the deal here, you know? And so he told her, he's like, look, if I can't do the deal, no one can do the deal. You just need to get this back to the bank, because that's the end of the story. We're done with it, you know? And she's like, I got your message, your letter, Ryan. And here's the funny thing. I told you to go after pre-foreclosures. This was a house that was a probate. So I actually mailed her a letter because her mom died back in November of last year. So she received my letter when her mom passed. And I just said, hey, you know what? If the house becomes a hardship or a burden for you, or you don't want it anymore, give me a call. And so she said, you know, you're my last hope, because you sent this nice letter, you know, telling me, you know, wishing me condolences about, you know, my mother's passing and all this stuff. And I just realized that I just have no other options other than to call you before I give it away. And so there are other investors that are out there trying to do these strategies, trying to figure out how to solve these problems. And if they can't, because this guy wanted to flip the house, he's like, if they can't get the price that they need to flip it, then they're not going to do anything. And they're going to tell this person that, hey, you know what, I'm your best option, and if you can't sell it to me at the price I want, then you know what, it's just going to have to go to the bank. And that's not the case. Creative financing, there's always a solution somewhere. Whether you have the experience or not, there's someone who knows how to do it. And it's just a matter of being creative. So in this particular case, we're taking over payments for her. She's behind on taxes. She's behind on the payments. I'm roughly going to be I think the rough numbers that I did, I have to look at everything tomorrow when I go there. It's about $6,500. And I already know it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I know the area. I know the rents are. She says $1,000. I'm pretty confident I can get at least $1,200, $1,300. Regardless of what the condition of the house is. She said it's dated, but clean, but just dated. I already have buyers that want that area, that are willing to do the work to improve it if they need to and maintain the property, and they have anywhere between $10,000 and $15,000 down. So not going to be a challenge. And so I know that going into it, that if I have $6,000 in expenses and someone only has 10 grand, I'm still making 4 grand on the spread there. So that's my strategy. That's how you do this. So go out there, find some deals. If you need someone to partner with, I'm willing to help you. If not, you know what, you can go with just the information I just shared with you. So, all right, this is Ryan Nickel. I need to go get some dinner here and head back up to where I live if my car's finished. But right now, I'm just enjoying this nice, beautiful backyard. All right, guys, thanks.